Hi, I'm Rubi Ho, an enterprise executive coach and organizational leadership coach and consultant. Today's topic pertains to self-worth, and more specifically, here are 11 things to do when you doubt your self-worth. We've all been there, down in the dumps, being self-critical and judgmental on ourselves, and sometimes to the point where we are downright depressed. After a while, we can even forget where it all started or what the cause of our depression was. So how do we get ourselves out of that and into a more positive sense of self-worth? Here's 11 ways. Number 1, simply get moving and get active in anything. Sometimes the best medicine for getting out of the dumps is getting off the couch and simply getting active and doing something productive. Inaction, like negative thought, becomes a cesspool over time and can infest your mind and attitude with negativity. Get active and productive so that your monkey mind doesn't try to take over again and again. Number 2, be intentional about how you spend your time each day. Have a productive plan throughout your day of the things you'd like to achieve. All hours of the day don't have to be filled up. Just enough so you feel like you are accomplishing some things is all you need. You will be surprised how simply getting some items completed each day, no matter what, will give you a positive feeling and sense of accomplishment. Number 3, avoid as much as possible external mental junk. By this, I mean avoid social media, news, and even people that might be feeding you negative stimuli. You might have heard the saying, you become like the 5 people you hang around the most. Well, that also is true about media and information. Your mind becomes most like the information you most feed it, good or bad. Embrace the good stuff. Number 4, surround yourself around positive external factors. Opposite to point number 3, where I'd like you to avoid negative external factors, expose yourself to positive news, people, and social media. This is much more than just about the power of positive thinking. It's also about being cognizant of how powerful external forces can be when it comes to impacting how you feel. Exposing yourself more to positive external factors will in fact help you feel better than you know. Number 5, be more mindful of the things that set off your mental triggers. Said another way, you must learn how to control your mind or your mind will control you. This is worth repeating. You must learn how to control your mind or your mind will control you. How do you do this? Well, for starters, it's being aware of the external triggers that set your mind off, good or bad. Once you are aware, you will be able to fend off and stop the bad stuff from entering, and you will unleash and start to allow only the good stuff to enter. Number 6, try to net positive at the end of every day. Let's face it, every day does come with trials and tribulations, doesn't it? No matter, your goal should be, no matter what, do whatever you can to have the net outcome of your day be positive. It could boil down to simply counting your blessings, giving your family a hug, or writing a love letter to yourself. I don't care what you have to do to get there. Just do everything in your power to net positive. Number 7, separate truth from assumption and emotion. Sometimes we are so down in the dumps that we have lost all sense of objectivity and are overwhelmed by our negative emotions. And so much so that we can't even separate truth from fiction anymore. This is when you have to reset and start to look at things from truth versus assumption. Simply ask, what really is the truth here? What really can I control here? And what do I have to let go? Number 8, take a break and do something different, completely different. Maybe you just need to get outside and take a walk. Maybe you need to drive to the beach. No matter what it is, sometimes simply breaking away from your current day-to-day environment and doing something stimulating is enough to reset you and get positive again. Besides, grunting it out while you're in the dumps and feel down on yourself, you're not fully engaged anyway, are you? Number 9, try to learn from this current state that you are in so you don't have to repeat this feeling again too often. The fact of the matter is, no one is happy all of the time, at least if they're human. We all get into the dumps once in a while, even the most positive motivational speakers. So you can't avoid it, but you can learn from it. So when it does happen again, you recover faster. Journal about it, talk about it, even create a video blog about it. Number 10, sometimes you just have to embrace the suck, but know it will pass, but you must persist. Sometimes there's just no way around it. You might be in a temporary role you just don't like. You might be stuck in a tropical storm in Florida. You might be in a relationship that's not healthy. Whatever it is, you might have to embrace the suck temporarily. But most importantly, you have to have a vision and a plan, and you must take persistent action. And eventually, if you do, it will pass. Number 11, ultimately realize your self-worth requires no external validation. The individual who has no need to please or gain validation from anyone is truly the richest person on the planet, in my opinion. Ultimately, that is indeed the truth of all truths. Your self-worth, true value, is not found on the outside, but from within. Why? Well, I believe wholeheartedly that's where you'll find your infinite self. That's where you'll meet your maker. Want to dive in deeper? Please make sure to get my latest book, The Thrival Guide to Work and Life. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media. Have a great week.